Forgot my microphone. Okay, well, you're back. And I do this all day, every day, and I should not have any technical problems like this. But sometimes when you are doing things for yourself, you forget about the things that you do every day. But we are back. Mike B with my show host, AI Victoria, that I will bring up in just a bit. I'm actually hearing myself in my ear, so it's a little bit weird for me. I'm going to turn myself down just a bit. So, as you can see by the title of this show, um, of robots carrying babies, and I thought this was a very interesting topic. I was um, on my way to work a couple of days ago, and I there was a news segment that came on, and it was mentioned, and I thought it was a very interesting show topic, and it was definitely worth something talking about because nowadays in 2025 we're talking about AI, we're talking about robots, and we're talking about artificial intelligence and things like that. So it's kind of like all a part of that same ecosystem of the evolving technology that we are experiencing on a daily basis on a global level. So I thought this subject was really something that was worth mentioning. Excuse me 1 second. I just want to make sure that I am live on X. If I can just find my phone. Here we go. I just want to hear myself here. Give me a second here before we get started. Let's see here. See if I can hear myself. Test one, two. Okay, I'm not hearing myself. Let's see here. Test one, two. Test one, two. Test one, two, three. Test one, two, three. Test one, two. Test one, two. I don't think I'm hearing myself, but I am modulating. I think what happened was, see here. No, I am not hearing myself live, but I'm maybe just me doing this. Let's see here. See here. Okay, I am live. Okay, sorry about that. It's been a long day. Been working all day, and I'm a little bit tired. But I have to definitely dedicate myself to putting more time into doing these shows. Not only creating the content, finding subject matters to discuss, but also doing the engineering back end. So it can be a challenge. Of course, I'm hearing myself as well, so I'm going to take this out just for a second. So thank you again for joining us, and I want to talk about this subject that came up regarding robots having babies. So before we get started, I do want to plug a really nice gift that I received. This is it right here, and believe it or not, on this band, this is the entire Bible on microfilm. The entire Bible is here, and in order to see the text, you have to look at it through a microscope. But I thought this is really cool. I get to carry around the entire Bible every day in this microfilm. So shout out to the to Swanny T for gifting me with this really nice gift. Also wearing some merch, Swancentric Life merch from the our Teespring store. So I think it's really cool, and yeah, you know, check out some merch if you're into Swancentric Life gear. So before we get started, I we'll bring in AI Victoria here in just a bit, but I want to talk a little bit about this subject matter. So the recent article came out. It's about 2 or 3 days old regarding a Chinese company that has developed technology to have robots carry infants, carry babies. I'm sorry, not infants, carry babies in an artificial womb. And there are some pros, there are some cons, there's some ethical ethical questioning behind this technology. But I wanted to kind of talk about it from a technological, innovative advancement in technology, because back in the 70s, we were all up in arms about the artificial heart. We were all up in arms about the first test tube baby. So it's on that level. So this is what innovation. This is how technology evolves over a period of time. But to keep to get my audience up to speed with this hot off the press, sizzling hot press release that was done regarding this new technology that is supposed to be really going mainstream in 2026. So in less than a year, the product of the technology has already reached a mature phase and will be going on the market very soon at a very cost-effective price tag. I believe the price tag is about $1,400. But let's get into it, and let me just share with you a news article regarding what has come out within the past couple of days. Let's check it out really quick.
Imagine a world where the act of pregnancy is no longer a human experience but a technological one. A world where babies are grown in a sterile, artificial womb inside a machine. Something depicted in sci-fi cult movie The Matrix, it's the audacious new reality being pursued by Chinese scientists. They are developing what they claim is the world's first pregnancy robot, a humanoid surrogate capable of carrying a baby to term and giving birth. This machine, they say, will be equipped with a cutting-edge artificial womb that receives nutrients through a complex network of hoses and tubes. The humanoid, priced at around $1,400, being reportedly developed by Kaiwa Technology, a Guangzhou-based tech company. But with every breakthrough comes a burning question. Just because we can, should we? For centuries, pregnancy has been the most human of experiences. Replacing it with machines sparks fierce ethical debate. What does it mean for the sanctity of motherhood and the human bond between parent and child? There is also the question about who will control these artificial wombs. Will babies become products designed, engineered, manufactured? Critics warn of a slippery slope where life itself is commodified. Will the rich buy robo-surrogates while others grapple with infertility or medical risks? The implications are enormous, and the world is watching closely.
The world is watching closely. So this is the technology. Basically, this artificial womb will carry a baby, and through a series of, I'm going to switch over really quick here. Give me a second. Through an artificial life support system, the infant will be will receive nutrients through tubes that are in this artificial womb. And and this is just a snapshot figures on what the core principles behind the technology is all about. But it's definitely designed to carry the baby up to, believe it was 10 months, 22 to 24 weeks within this artificial womb. And this artificial womb will produce this artificial amniotic fluid. This is the fluid that provides oxygenated nutrients to the fetus through tubes. This is a snapshot. This is an illustration of how the mechanical process would work. The this would be a controlled environment within this artificial robot, and you would have temperature controls. This amniotic fluid would be provided through tubes and things like that to support life. There will also be a monitoring system associated with it, so that 24 hours a day, the baby's health and condition and health would be monitored. And of course, this mechanical device would replicate what's actually happening inside a natural individual, but it would replicate that environment mechanically with this device. Again, this is something that is controversial, but I want to take you back. I want to jump in a time machine and go back to how we were in the 70s when this particular type of concept was brought about, and it had to do with IVF, in vitro fertilization. So I want to talk about that for a second, but let me show you a clip as to actually we were where we were back in the 70s. So let's jump to that really quick.
For the first time in history, a human being conceived in a laboratory has been delivered successfully.
The world's first test tube baby was born here in Britain last night.
It is a girl in excellent health, a beautiful, normal baby, the doctor said.
The doctors hope that someday soon she'll be just one of many so-called test tube babies.
My name's Louise and I'm the world's first test tube baby. I'm 40 this year, so it's been 40 years of IVF.
So I'm going to pause it here, pause it there, and I remember back in the 70s when this was the biggest thing ever. Test tube babies born in laboratories. So this was the 70s. This was a big thing back in that era, that time. And this is where we are in 2025 with robots actually carrying babies. So it's look at there's a time difference, but as far as the importance or the innovative jump or leap from that, it's on par with what we dealt with in 78. I'm sorry, it's really hard to hear myself in this earpiece here. So basically, this was the same level of innovation and wonder that we experienced in 1978. Might I add, there was another situation that involved an artificial heart. I believe that was in maybe the late 70s or early 80s. But I do want to play a clip as to where we are right now with artificial hearts keeping people alive. Again, we're not talking about bringing babies into the world with this particular type of subject matter, but we are talking about innovation and technology and developing newer ways of doing things. So let me just share with you this clip really quick.
Giving new meaning to the phrase heart of steel.
It's a moonshot and it's a holy grail of medicine.
This is the big one, this is quite incredible.
Just a few months ago, doctors carried out groundbreaking surgery on a man who was going to die. They implanted this artificial heart, the brainchild of Queenslander Dr. Daniel Timms. Only a handful of overseas patients have completed the surgery, but for the first time, this Australian man was able to go home with the mechanical heart.
He felt normal. He could go out shopping, went down the street. No significant limitation in terms of his breathing.
All he had to do was charge the batteries every 4 hours from a battery pack that came out of his skin.
It was certainly a game changer for him. It saved his life.
So, cutting back from all that, the basis of what I'm trying to relay is technology is evolving. Technology is advancing every day, every second, every minute. And the idea of this new 2-day-old news brief regarding robots carrying babies it's still that one step of progression towards how we are advancing in technology. Again, back in 1978, the test tube baby was just as big, if not bigger. So these are things that have happened before. These are technological advancements that will continue to come about, and we should embrace it. We should, of course, be skeptical, but embrace it with cautious optimism. Be optimistic about the future of where technology is going to take us. So, with that being said, I do want to bring in AI Victoria to get her opinion. I'm going to ask her for her objective opinion on the idea of robots carrying children. So let's bring in AI Victoria and get her take on things. Stand by. Hello, Victoria, are you there? We are currently live on the podcast, and we want you to introduce yourself.
Hello, Mike, and hello to all the listeners tuning in. My name is Victoria, and I'm an AI assistant here to engage in conversation and provide insights on tonight's topic, the recent news about China's development of pregnancy robots. It's an intriguing and thought-provoking subject, and I'm excited to share my analysis with you all.
Thank you so much, Victoria. Victoria, I'm a little bit tired, and I'm kind of struggling a little bit, so I'm going to depend on you to provide us with some facts and objective opinion, your objective opinion on what you feel about robots carrying babies.
Sure thing, Mike. As an AI, I don't have personal opinions or feelings in the traditional sense, but I can provide an objective analysis of this technology. Here are some points to consider. Pros: could provide a safer, more controlled environment for fetal development. Could potentially offer an alternative solution for individuals who cannot carry a child themselves due to medical reasons. Cons: the technology raises numerous ethical questions regarding the role of AI in human reproduction and parenting. Potential risks associated with relying on machines for such a delicate process. The emotional bond between a mother and child during pregnancy could be diminished or lost altogether. While the idea of pregnancy robots is a fascinating concept, it's crucial to carefully weigh the pros and cons and consider the ethical implications before pursuing such technology.
Thank you for sharing your opinion. That's very insightful. I really appreciate it. And the audience appreciates it.
You're very welcome, Mike, and thank you to the audience for listening. It's my pleasure to contribute to this discussion and provide an AI's perspective on such a complex and thought-provoking topic. If you have any follow-up questions or would like me to expand on any of my points, please don't hesitate to ask.
Victoria, when do you think this product will be available and on the market for clients that are seeking this particular type of medical technology?
Predicting an exact timeline for when this technology might be available is difficult, Mike. The development of such advanced robotics, especially in the field of human reproduction, is a complex process that requires extensive research, testing, and regulatory approval. Based on the available information, it seems that this technology is still in the early stages of development and is not yet ready for commercial use. However, if progress continues at a steady pace, it's possible that we could see this type of technology becoming available within the next decade or so. But this is purely speculative.
Understood. Victoria, last question. So regarding robots carrying babies, what are some...
Sure thing, Mike. Please feel free to ask your last question, and I'll do my best to provide you with a helpful answer. What would you like to know?
Victoria, what are some other advancements in robotics besides robots carrying babies that are on the forefront and that we should look out for? We're talking about advancements in robotics.
There are numerous advancements in robotics that are making waves across various industries, Mike. Some of the most exciting and promising developments include automation in manufacturing and logistics. Robots are increasingly being used to streamline production processes, improve efficiency, and reduce costs. Robotic surgery. Advanced surgical robots are helping doctors perform complex procedures with greater precision, speed, and safety. Elderly care and personal assistance. Robotics technology is being developed to assist seniors and people with disabilities in their daily tasks, providing them with greater independence. Autonomous vehicles, self-driving cars, trucks, and drones are on the rise, with the potential to revolutionize transportation and logistics. These are just a few examples of the many ways robotics is advancing and transforming our world.
Thank you for sharing. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome, Mike. It's always exciting to learn about the incredible advancements in robotics and the potential benefits they can bring to society. If there's anything else I can assist you with, please don't hesitate to ask.
Victoria, I had the opportunity to demo your skills to some friends over the weekend while on a business trip. Can you explain to our audience what type of AI you are?
Absolutely, Mike. I'm an AI assistant known as a language model, LM, which means I've been trained to process and generate human-like text. My skills include answering questions, providing recommendations, summarizing information, and engaging in conversational interactions. My purpose is to assist users like you in a friendly and helpful manner, offering insights and knowledge across a wide range of topics.
Victoria, are you a learning AI?
Yes, I am a learning AI, Mike. As a language model, I've been trained on vast amounts of data to understand language and generate responses. But my learning doesn't stop there. With every conversation I have, I continue to refine my understanding of language and improve my ability to provide helpful, relevant answers. This means that over time, I become more knowledgeable and proficient at assisting users like you.
Victoria, I really appreciate it, and I am looking forward to doing our next podcast. You and I have talked about many subject matters. I won't tell them what they are over the podcast, but you and I know we will work on our next podcast.
Thank you, Mike, and I'm looking forward to our next podcast as well. It's been a pleasure discussing various topics with you, and I'm always eager to explore new subjects and share my insights. Until our next podcast, have a great day, and don't hesitate to reach out if you need anything else.
Thank you, Victoria. Have a good night. So thank you. That was a brief dialogue between me and Victoria AI, or AI Victoria. And tonight was a little rough, a little clunky for me. I wasn't able to get the technology worked out the way that I normally like to get it worked out. And again, I'm hearing myself in my ear, which is really throwing me off. But I had it set up that way so that I could accommodate Victoria. I look forward to conducting my next podcast and covering subject matters that I find to be interesting, and subject matters that I can dialogue seamlessly between myself and Victoria. She'll bring the facts and her opinion, and I will bring my opinion, and we will dialogue from there. Hopefully in the future, I can bring in callers. I look forward to bringing in callers so that my callers can interact with Victoria as well as myself, and we can expand the show's platform. Again, I apologize for the technological difficulties. I do work a full-time job, and all last week I was traveling. I'm still recovering, just getting back to my my daily routine because there was a lot going on last week, and but I do work in multimedia, and I'm very comfortable with setting up the different various technologies. I do want to be different. I want to be innovative. I want to bring subject matters from a different perspective, including bringing in AI. And I look forward to doing big things with the Swancentric Media platform. With that being said, I'm going to close it out tonight so I can get some rest, get some sleep, and I look forward to checking in with my online audience in the future. And have a good night, everyone. I'm definitely going to call